Hi everyone, another fine day, another very, very beautiful day. And it's going to be another beautiful session. Another beautiful session because it's a group of people who have decided to build our community. Uh, who are supposed to come here today, put their resources together, put their time, put everything they have together to grow our community. Now, um, for a long time, this is what we've been doing. This is what makes us happy. This is where we find satisfaction. This is what we do when we want to smile. This is what we do when we want to feel uplifted. This is what we do when we want to show love. This is what we do when we are trying to grow our community. Now, we know if you do all thing, we know if you do all thing, go do the small. If you do leave them for place, if you leave them, and then the picking the way they will come after we, they would definitely take on to where it's supposed to be. It's another day, like I said earlier, and it's going to be a beautiful conversation. Any person where you watch already, please let us know where you're watching from. Please let us know where you're watching from. Let us know if the volume is okay. Let us know if the image is okay. Let us know if everything is fine. We want to have a conversation. We want to have a beautiful conversation. We just want to talk to people. We don't want to talk about people. We want to talk to people and get to understand the way they think. We want to talk to people and get to understand why they do what they do. We want to talk to people and get to understand what their plans are, what they are planning to do, and all of that. Mommy be tell me one thing how they grew. It tell me say the easiest way, the easiest or the best thing for do always now for listen attentively and then ask questions when necessary. So you listen for understand, and then when time is you ask questions because you want to get a deeper understanding. That is me. Any person we know me knows I be one very inquisitive someone. I grew up like that, asking questions, ask any kind of question, ask all kind of questions. And guess what? It paid off big time. More travel the volume there, okay. Yeah, it paid off big time. It paid off extremely well because in my way don't listen to me talk, in my way don't be around me. Go tell you, go testify, say, hey, the one thing we like about me is the fact that I get general knowledge about everything. I not be really too professional for some particular bit. I get general knowledge for almost everything. Like I said, it's going to be a beautiful day. It's going to be a beautiful conversation. Hit the like button, hit the share button. More not only invite people them for can participate, but also more invite people them for can contribute. They need to only come for here now because the one can listen. They need to only come for here now because the one can laugh from the jokes we maybe our guests today could do but then they come also for here for can contribute. Tell we some of the things the way they go on with they not like and tell we some of the solutions the way them the feel say it could be the best. By the way, we are listening to the background is going to listen to right now. Mike Monster. Title for the song na Johnny. But Mike Monster at the moment. My boss, oh boy, that comic. I go worry for you today. However, along the line, I'll send you a link where if you help you join, if you help you join the segment, so if you contribute also. It's going to be a beautiful show. Like I was saying before, my brother comment. I was talking about Mike Monster, Cameroonian artist, young, talented hustler. He did now for a task, he did do it all. It's tied to Mike Monster USA tour, which is a very beautiful thing. This just gives hope to our community. It gets us to that place where we realize, hey, if we do more, if we do like the goal now for you wanna know how growing up we used to feel like we have to rely on the government, we have to rely on to get a life. Things they don't change. See my brother oh boy that comic out of the country hustling. I need the hustle to get big plans for our community. The same to my brother Mike Monster. The same to every other person from our community. It's a blessing, it's a privilege, and I just feel like um We must go ahead and continue to share, continue to love, continue to be there for one another, continue to support, continue to. But then, I think the biggest question we'll get on today now: how do we actually know how to support, when to support? Now, the biggest one of the biggest challenge that we'll get on today, I think we are going to have a beautiful conversation. We're going to have a beautiful conversation for sure. It's going to be a beautiful conversation. Now, it go sometimes at one point of the conversation, it will look like we fight. At one point of the conversation, it will look like they over argue. It will look like, oh, they hate each other, but no, that is who we are. We argue because we all get the now. The one thing the way plenty people never understand, we I want to tell you now, we all the one do the same thing but differently. We all the goal now for help our community. We all the goal now for grow our community. We all the goal now for do things we go make our communities better. But guess what? We get different ways we want to go about them. So this conversation today will be centered around 80-20 and the prophecy we become all the other time. It goes center around that what we can be doing as a people, as a community to move ahead. I dey still share the video. That's why when I see me, I dey talk plenty. I dey still share the video. That's when I see me, I dey talk plenty. So when I go ahead also share the video. So if we invite our host, our guest, if we invite our guests, that way if we go ahead for knack the Tori for today. Yeah. Johnny gotta make do. Johnny no nang, Johnny family they wait you. Whenever I sing that music, I dey ever put my name for that play for Johnny no nang, Johnny family they wait you. So instead of Johnny no nang, Johnny family they wait you, I dey ever say Sako no nang, Sako family they wait you. Man a bush full and no massa. Man they also the hustle. And the beautiful thing about that is family, friends, so many people who are back home waiting on us, believing in us, expecting from us. Man, like my brother will tell me the other day. My brother, oh boy, that comic, wonderful guy. I learned a lot from the session we had with him. If he tell me say Sako no ever forget see we come off for place we na the whole village the race picking. So when picking don't reach for place, we don't reach. May picking member say this so may picking member say this so na village be raisy, so he get for go back go feed village. When anytime we I listen this song na just that they come from my mind. Johnny no nang, Johnny family dey the way you. Johnny family no be your immediate family. Family na all man we know. All man we know and back there and all man we go do and now. Welcome to my brother, oh boy, that comic. Welcome to Sylvia Mengod Bay. Welcome to Akwe Hoffman, my brother, my brother, my brother. Una share. I beg una invite people for watch. We want get the conversation once and for all. Last time we had CY International, old Pancho Nyanga Dross. We had him on the show, and he be end halfway because he I think he began network problem. Today's another day. Today is a new day. Today is a beautiful day. We want to continue the conversation because last time we did not have the opportunity to talk about the movement. We the leader when at 80-20, one know way to be 80-20 for ye. One ask you what questions, our concerns that will get them. One ask you the many concerns there were so many other people out there to get them about this whole 80-20 movement. And then when I remember a few days ago, we lost three people, but two young, vibrant people. We lost Kabria Najib and Lamirage. Lamirage, a personal friend for more than 8 years now. From the time when I come America, I got to know Lamirage. Me and you were very, very close, wonderful woman, hardworking girl, very, very simple, very humble, very supportive person. Me and you be there on the other ends of the spectrum. Na Jovi fan, na super Jovi fan. I'm a super Jovi fan, but I look at Jovi differently. You understand? But ye na that kind Jovi fan we he did all the way. So sometimes the be go he go cosh me, sometimes go be I go cosh you. But guess what? We end up we will laugh about this whole thing and we'll move on with life. When I heard about her demise, I cry. But thank God I'm getting stronger. The same thing happened with Gabriel Najib. I've never known Gabriel Najib, but after it died, even before one died, I don't watch the videos and all of that, and I just look at, oh, this guy is funny, this guy is cool. But when he die, I go back, go look he work, then look it in the way they do him. I fish you don't forget on. I say Gabriel Naji was actually that bridge between the Anglophone industry and the Francophone industry. If you didn't have that one artist, that one content creator, that one talented guy, we he be the support, and no matter which part, what part of the spectrum you're coming from. And those are the kind of people we need to grow. Those are the kind of people we need in our community. Unfortunately, God say one time that we reach at 33, really, really young. The guy don't pass. Yeah, so we want to have this conversation where we want to have these conversations because we have to grow. I don't send link for CY. Guys, una share, 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 una share. We need to get these conversations because, like I said earlier, the goal now to grow our community. The goal now to get our community to a place where everyone will be happy. The goal now to get our community to a place where even if you know day, you need to feel troubled, you need to feel concerned about, oh, what if it happen for my bikini? Oh, what if no? We want get a community we you did very sure as you know this soon. Your life, you're picking your life, and hey, my sister, I say Pauline. Pauline, the way you don't trunk for my life, then did trip. This is beautiful. By the way, my small sister they online. Now everyone they laugh and so for some reason uh lately they watch almost all my life them, and nothing feels good like knowing family is there to you. Nothing feels good like knowing family is beginning to support what you want to do. Maybe which you do am, because there is what you want to do and there is which you do am. This is what I want to do, and it feels nice to have my sisters watch. My small sister, my elder sister, they always watch it, they always share. My major come off will call me now, so I know see one surely tell me and say, hey, go ahead and do your thing in all of that. We'll be releasing earlier to my bro. By the way, I'll be talk about support. Mas share link for CY, so we'll see how we start this conversation. Uh, yeah, yeah. I don't send link for CY for invite you. Once you join, we'll go ahead and kickstart the show, kickstart the segment. So I was talking about um especially the support that we get from our community. One thing when people never understand is yeah, any man will support you, all man will support you, but support from some specific people, support from some particular people, them I don't know, it means 1 million times more than support for. And it talks to some other people that support. Oh Lord, look at my girl. CV. You see, so these are the kind of people who, when they come on to watch you and they thank you for what you're doing and they're supporting you, you feel like, okay, this is good. Like we are getting somewhere with what we wanted. All I want to do is give back to my community. All I want to do is support my community. All I want to do is just help. All what we get for the do not even mean now, just do the small if we do for help our community get better. If we work all the money and then in 20, 30, 40 years, our community go to a place of destruction, guess what? We're picking the no go benefit from which we don't work. If we work all the money and then my picking if even stay for our neighborhood, because say, there is violence, there is crime, there is disorder, there is disrespect, there is hate and all of that thing. We're picking the no go live peacefully. So why would you hustle for work money? Why would you hustle for accumulate all this property, all this wealth, all these things? We get for the always think about building relationship. We get for the talk about building our community so that way there is peace, there is everything, there's tranquility, there is love, there is sharing, there is support. That way, whatever thing you've worked for, you get guarantee say you're picking them, go enjoy, and they no go only enjoy them. They're picking, they're picking, they go enjoy them. That is the reason why we are doing things like this. That's the reason why we invest a lot. You guys, una don't see how to really start. We start on for Kumba with phones, with waka interview people, with waka interview people that like Mike Monster, like Sparkle, like Nyansako Ninku. would share the information, can't type the information, share am for Facebook. God bless, we will come America, we accumulate resources, take that small resources, start buying our cameras, buy this, buy that. While my friend they buy expensive shirts, expensive shoes, expensive cars. My friend they build houses, my friend they do all these things. And then they talk to other things that they do are wrong. Those are that is what gives them happiness. You understand? In as much as me, I dey do some of those things for my own way, but guess what? Now here where my utmost happiness dey, so I dey invest for learn how to do these videos. I dey invest for learn how for buy for I dey invest for buy these equipments. Do a lot. Because I know say so long as my community they good, I know say so long as my community they great, I know say so long as my community be happy, my pikin fit comot for house, go school, come back. No man no go trouble you. You understand? My sister fit comot go for market, go do what you want to come back. No man no go worry. I know say so long as love dey exist for my community, we no go ever say some man don't poison some person, or some person don't arrange me to go thief some man, or some person no. So these things we do today, it's really, really, guys, share the video. We have a few people online. Uh saying, yeah. My sister CV Anna say I remember when you started this. By the way, before Pancho come, when if you ask me any question when I want to ask him, I'll answer on my boy comic, bro. Ask me any question. Sylvia, no, Sylvia, don't ask me all question. They ask my Pauline, ask me any person, any question we get time, any question about the industry, about me, about any artist, about because a lot is going on, and we get to continue put our resources, our time, our everything together, for get to where we want to be. No matter until when one man go do them. I feel like now one mistake that will make them for a very long time, but they feel like na Paul Biya get Cameroon and na Paul Biya he want to do everything for grow Cameroon or for develop Cameroon. Guess what? That is not true. That is not true. Now, like collective effort, now all we get for think about how we go grow our communities. You understand? Now all we get for put our heads together. No man no get a monopoly of where we come from, or where we want to go. No, it's a collective effort. Now all we get for put our heads together. We build something where by the time we no go there, we're picking to look and be like, wow, see two way papa they be do am, see two way mommy they be do am, see two way my auntie be do am. So many people they already do am. So many people they already do am for their own small kind of way. We get people them for hearing are teachers, we get people them for hearing are restaurant owners, people them for hearing my brother Akwe don't just start a soccer academy. You understand? And they already think of how I feel hook you up with sponsors them for providing basic materials and all that for you to grow. This is somebody who was super talented. This is somebody who had great potential. He not use the potential to the fullest as he not become a professional player. He not sign international contract. But guess what? He don't decide to go start an academy for make sure see everything we know, everything we get them, I go pass them down to this speaking them. For make sure see everything we know, or all the mistakes they want make them, I go make sure see they picking they not repeat that mistakes. I go make sure see they picking they exploit their talent to the fullest. The same thing with my brother comic. Started his comedy career. You understand? From the beginning of his start, from the beginning of the starting, from the start of his career, it already started rally people around it. And guess what? Today we get people like synthetic. I've forgotten this comedian's full name. Something synthetic. You get people like Oracle, wonderful comedians with character and the talent and everything. Now people like oh boy that comic for made them. So I feel like we there for that place where we get to understand the role where we get for play for grow our community. We get for understand the role where we get for play for make sure say our community strive for thrive. We get for make sure we understand the role where we get them for make sure say we continue for do the things that we do and do them very well and do them better and do them more. That way, when we not there for you, as I tell now, when we not there for you, everything will happen. We're picking they will take over. Because guess what? Some person tell me, say, picking that they learn more with their eyes than their ears. I don't know, teachers they for you, I think they feel confirm. Picking that they learn more with their eyes than their ears. So you are picking to pay more attention to what you do than what you see. So if the things what they do it only show love for community, it only show respect for one another, it only show building the community, it only show protecting our communities, it only show that things in way it be positive. Now the same spirit, now the same mentality, now the same way we were picking to go grow, now the same because they don't copy that positive energy, and it go easy for them for even just continue pouring in. One of the things we want to talk about today now with the 80-20, the 80-20 movement, we it don't be a trending topic for community. You understand? I've already can't down for year. I tell you now what the 80-20 mean for me and or how I get for work or how who need to do right or who they do right and blah 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 blah. But guess what? Am I in the best position to do that? Is that the best way to address that conversation? I really don't think so. I feel like we have to bring some persons, some few persons away. They part of the movement, where they lead the movement, where they control the movement. Make them tell we, make they explain. We all get questions of ask. And me, I get plenty of questions. I don't always want to ask this guy about this whole 80-20 movement. I feel say today not the day for we and for ye for get together and discuss it. For some reason, I don't know. I don't see any message. Even reading or I read the message. I hope see get good network. I hope see they for play network there. I hope see they for house. I hope see never forget to will be scheduled live today. If that's the case, then we'll go on for just discuss different things we if you help build our community. Yeah. So, bro, as I tell now, I feel like our generation is blessed. Our generation is blessed. The reason why I say our generation is blessed is now our generation actually um be the bridge between the older generation, the Amadu Aijo generation, the Paul Biya generation, and the next generation. So most of we need be dating for Amadu Aijo generation, but then will come for BI generation. And one thing be sure, our generation will lead this generation to the next generation. I mean, the next place they will be for Cameroon. Biya if you live for more than Biya, Biano will live again for the next 50 years. That's impossible. But most of our generation will live again for the next 50 years. So we'll actually usher this generation to the next generation and then we to exit. But like I did, my brother Carol Malik don't join. Carol Malik. Guys, the few people they share, I beg, the few people they watch, I beg on a share. By the way, Oboida comic, Malik say Oboida comic, hopefully you and yes, your brother CY on go agree today and talk sense to each other. Glad you are online. Let's wait for CY. Yeah, we'll wait CY for you. We'll wait CY for you. Forget a conversation. Forget a conversation to build. Forget a conversation of love. Forget a conversation is. By the way, I for those who don't know about that comic, but I show you Omange for Nui. He's been doing wonderful for our community. He's been spreading love. Now, one of that person the way they did diaspora, they are heading now for PE. They are heading now. Which have you do for grow my community? Which have you do for expand my community, which I feel do for continue push uh our community. Yeah, all my one may see why come. I don't know. I don't try for calling I no answer. Uh I hope say shortly there for some time be busy. I hope say but it's going to be a beautiful conversation. Any person will get any question for me, may ask him. More listen small for Mike Monster. Title for the song. Title for the song. See, I say me man no run. Oh. Today we go pop popcorn. Mike Monster, title of the song na Johnny. Johnny. Johnny na hustler's anthem. Man, Johnny na that one song we when I feel down, when I feel troubled, when I feel challenged, when I feel like it's getting too difficult, it don't over hard. I go listen to Johnny. Oh. When I listen Johnny, especially the fact that Mike Monster start the song with we start am for Kumba. I be Kumba picking on massa. Yeah, and we start am for and we start on for Kumba. Today we do for Sawu. We thank God. We thank everyone with the support. We thank everyone we thank everyone way you don't always be there for us. We thank people the way they see hesitate. Probably because they never understand what they try to do. Probably because they still feel like, oh, Sako, we wanted you. My brother Akwe Kumba, we need to carry last shoot. Yeah, we thank every man way you don't always be there. We thank any man way they see doubt the movement, any man they see doubt which we dey try for do. We thank every person we it is see doubt if which we want do go waka. See why don't send me voice note I beg man listening now. Aboliye. Sis, I don't send you the link. He just send me now this thing say this so it available now. So if they do some small thing, but they go join us some more talk. So hopefully we wait me join. And then once you join, we will start that story. People they don't buy that popcorn I beg. Wanna send me some more. Wanna share. What do we see why? Now, my address on issue, right? So many people don't always ask me, Sako, do you actually think these guys are making money from what they're doing? Do you actually think we should invest our time, our resources, our everything in what these guys are doing? Or more tell the guy that made they go find work do, or more tell the guy that made they find some serious thing do or me I dey ever tell people say, hey, we have to be very, very careful. Most of these guys, and take for instance somebody like Jovi. Jovi don't do music now for close to 10 years. 10 years we will know ye. You understand? You think say na hide the feed. You think say na hide the take care of a family, small police, small this. If the guy be just dey do nothing for waste his time, if we don't stop him, if we don't stop and go sell okrika or go find work, teach or go do nursing or go do any of these things, these guys actually most of them they actually do it with they love, and then not only doing what they love, they're actually making some money from it. You understand? Now it just remain as say more will really structure things them. It just remain as say more will really support them. It just remain as say more really more continue for push and we'll go get that breakthrough one time. And the thing what they call and breakthrough, I say these guys are actually feeding their families from what they are doing. These guys are actually building our communities from what they are doing. These guys are actually entertaining us. You understand? In return, which would they do also for make sure say they don't feel down, they don't feel discouraged about the time that they invest in entertaining us. They don't feel, I'd waste my time for you. Like go through some difficult moments and wanting to do funny things because you struggle to pay your bills. That is where we come in as a community. After I don't support them, after I don't like their things that they put out, after I don't criticize them constructively, after I don't buy their works, after I don't share their works, guess what? We'll get for continue be for them, continue value them, continue show love and respect for them. That way, the community be complete. No community, you know, for the way we all man for the president. No community no dey for the way all man for dey na lawyer, all man for dey na doctor, all man for dey na carpenter, all man for dey no. Every community for the world is made up of every person. The man a shoemaker, the man a tailor, the man a pilot, the man a president, the man a vice president, the man a teacher, the man a this, the man a every positive career we have out there. It takes all these careers to build our community. As you don't forget now, at the talk for the microphone. You understand? I dey drink small thing. This small thing I dey drink and even na me I make am. Na so other person make am na him own career that, na him own talent that. That same person, when he go need my services, he go come for you. Me na he go, she don't talk. That way one go, he go sign me small check. Say, Papa, hold on for that way you do am. The same way we'll finish for here, we'll go for my small sister a restaurant. We'll go chop for day. You understand? Now your own small thing that you do am. After that, I get my sister CV when a teacher. Sometimes my pikin they go na a school, or sometimes your pikin they go na for a school. After you don't can laugh for you don't can talk, get a good conversation. It feel very wonderful for go out there, go teach the pikin the way na the future of tomorrow. After that pikin, they don't go for school, go learn. Sometimes they go branch from my brother Akwe football school. They do some their 1 hour training. They only help them exercise and stay fit and stay healthy. It give them something where they feel fall on if their education not carry them go for where they want go. My brother Carol Malik Dede, he's doing the same thing in Atlanta. He gets more football school. He do it if he do one for making money and this and that. But guess what? He gets something where he do one for the way we do one now for the way he had then now for they love the now for the way he knows okay what I am doing right now is passing down the gift God gave me to the next generation by so empowering them. Now the importance that of us supporting one another. Now the importance that of us doing everything possible to show love, to show respect, to continue stand for the next person. I need to talk to more do am because the next person come up for our community. I need to talk to more do am because we must do am. I need to talk to no. I need to talk to more do am because we don't understand the importance of valuing the next way, the next person you do am. I'll tell you now something. One thing I come America a shock. One thing I come America a shock. One of the biggest difference between America and side where I come out when I come home. America and the South Cameroon and Cameroon and say, for America, anything we don't choose you want do them, you fit do them, number one. And if you do them fine, you can become a millionaire from doing that thing. I repeat them. For me, the biggest difference between America and Cameroon, where I come out and say, for America, number one, if you do anything you want do them. And number two, if you do that thing, if you do them fine, you'll become a millionaire. Growing up in Cameroon, when we grow up, when they ask you for class, which you want to become, if you talk, I want to become president, I want to become pilot, I want to become doctor, I want to become no. Teenager, if you talk, your teacher will just tell you, say, you're not correct, just show them up. But guess what? With time, I moved to America. I realized for America, picking if you talk anything you want to become, they will only show you in a road for school. So go for school, learn, and become what you want to become. In any month, you become anything. Have you decided today for America, say, I want to become a doctor? Only I have to do is go write the prerequisites it requires, do what you have to do, put in the time. In 10 years, 14 years, I become a doctor. Now, America, that. But for place will come out, it's not like that. It's difficult. It's hard. You really get to know some person. I hope so with time, all these things are good change. You understand? So, wait, I try to talk to you. Why would we make things that change? What about we start doing what we can do as a community to make things better, to grow, to get things up there? I hope to see. I especially see why they struggle for join. It go join very soon. And we'll kick the conversation. So for me, if you ask my opinion, man, I really like Saudi. I really like Saudi. And if you are alive today, if you are watching this video, no say you be part of that generation where God don't decide, say, not them. Go transition Cameroon. Now then go transition the past generation. Now then be the midway between the old generation, the older generation, and the younger generation where they come. So now we go actually build that bridge. And for build that bridge, it's not just about us sitting and looking at people and fighting tribalism, nepotism, this zim, that zim. See why I don't finally join. So the conversation will probably kick off on a share. So maybe that zim, and this zim. No, it's about us as a people working together, hand in gloves. If we fight, but we'll always forget to understand each other and then make progress. Oof, finally. I said, my brother.
Yo, my brother, yo. But I can't get you.
You know they get me.
I know if he get you, and I don't know why.
Okay, I don't talk for here for a long time, and everyone will get me. So you'll probably be na pro now. You get me now.
I know if he get you.
I don't know. You wear headset. I don't know. Maybe just
You dey
restart
get
one.
me?
I dey get you very, very well. Would get you very well. Would see you very, very well. Yeah, may you restart your phone. Yeah. So I was talking about our role. By the way, every person we don't join a big, we'll get at least 19 people where they watch right now. We'll get 19 shares. We'll get 19 comments. A beg una. I dey beg una and I beg una. I'm get 19 comments because I want pin the comments. I want us, like I said earlier, uh yeah, I don't just tell you, see me restart the phone or me restart the phone first. My brother Samuel, thank you very much. You go restart and now. Say network for Cameroon, they like they like petrol for Nigeria. Well, in to be honest with you guys, that network for they not the whole Cameroon. So Douala get good network. Yeah, they get good network. I think after they be seize network for Cameroon for some time, one of the things they really be do when they bring them back, uh, one of the things they be doing, they bring them back, they drop the bandwidth or whatever they call it technically. Nas, I like how you educate we on how to respect and value all man he work, all man he plays day, and together we. I think I need to pin this. And together we are all building a strong and better community. My brother, we not get no choice. Me and you who understand this thing very well because growing up we were soccer players, we were footballers. We understand the whole concept of a team. You understand? And you even understand and better. Me and even understand and how they grow. I can't understand and now I don't really grow. You understand? We realize it is you be already realize it is so hey, in as much as I'm talented, I can for work more with my team for produce result. Me, I be just feel me say, oh, I be Saku, I be Zidane. I feel do anything I want to do. I mean, one no, life need to work that way. Life need to work that way. Life not go ever work that way. It's about a team. It's about us coming together, understanding we have flaws, understanding we have weaknesses, understanding we all have we all have dreams, we all have projects we want to accomplish, and all of that. And we all have different ways. We have different strategies. We get different way the way we want to achieve these goals. But if you understand, say the same way you get goals and whatever you want to achieve for better our community, no saying as the next person to get goals and so many other things we want to do for better our community. I think so. If we find a better place, if we find a cool place, we all if you work together. Like I was talking earlier, like I was saying earlier, America don't teach me a lot. America don't teach me a lot. If there is one thing I know for sure, God bring me for America for can discover now the way America they work. Now the way America they work and then use my voice, use my platform way. Now God don't give me the voice, now God don't give me the platform for talk to my people, for talk to our people, for sensitize our people. You understand? Them that become me over guessings, no. Now because every other person get on way they do where they focus on, and that's small way they do it they do for build our community. Me, God don't just give me that responsibility for do my small research on what we are supposed to be doing and bring it to these people. So why you be teacher? Why you be restaurant owner? Why you be tailor? Why you be comedian? Why you be this? Why you be this? Nasako you run for just always remind you, say, hey, continue doing what you're doing. You are part of the bigger puzzle. Continue doing what you're doing. You're contributing to the bigger project. Continue doing what you're doing. You're contributing to building our community. Now, the one message that was facing for a very, very long time, it never be preached in our community. Our community don't always get that message of, oh, guys, when I share the video, when I share the video, when I share the video, I should say see why they struggle for reconnect and then join me. You understand? We all get to understand. We all get to understand. Say we are part of the bigger project. Which be the bigger project? The bigger project now say we will make sure say before one leave this earth, we live and for where we were picking they no get challenges. We live and for where we were picking they no go the over suffer like we suffer. We live and for where we don't build a foundation of love, a foundation of community growth, a foundation of togetherness, a foundation where there is no hate, no even if hate one be maybe small, gossiping one be maybe small, anything one be maybe small. For we were picking to just take them from there and take them to the next level. Like I talk on earlier. So person tell me say picking that they learn more by what they see than what they hear. Our picking that they learn more by what they see than what they hear. You understand? So the thing they would do, go inspire them past which we would tell them. You tell picking say no do the kind of thing, but then you do them. When I be grow up, I'll just look at say, uncle. So if you say, na me I no like for, na me I no want enjoy that kind of thing. You tell picking. I need to talk say if you tell picking. I need to say I need to say if you tell picking these things, or me not tell picking these things, no, if you tell them, you understand. So picking in the way, once you tell them, they already understand. They already hear, they already understand, they already start doing what you tell them. But most picking them could pay more attention to what you're doing than what you're saying. So if you tell them, say no, drink water, then you drink water. The question is, okay, maybe that drink water. Most of the times they be like, for them, the question now, okay, why you tell me man not drink water, but you drink water? Okay, see why I don't come again. More Adi, and then we hope say this time around everything will be fine. Boss man,
I don't know what is really happening there. They say you are waiting. I don't know what did happen.
they say you are waiting.
This thing, I don't know. Yo, can you get me? Can you get me?
No, Adi gets you very, very well. Adi gets you very well.
Where?
Yeah, Adi gets you very well, man. It's just I don't know what is happening. It's rather very unfortunate. It's rather very, very unfortunate. I don't know. I think oh boy that comic, I'll send you link. So if you join the conversation, more at least I talk about one or two things before my brother see why they come. Oh god. Yes, oh boy, check your yeah. Oh boy, I don't send you link. Oh boy, I don't send you link. Check your phone. More argument we start talk about. So we'll see the conversation will see center around um around 80-20 and building our community. That is who we are, that is what we want to do. By the way, when I listen to music, I don't know if most of them know the artist. Bloody on my eye, why? Je le sens à l'œil. Guys, when I share the video, when I share the live, anything future happen. I swear to God, future happen. You know why I know the kind thing. You know why I know the kind thing. My fault feel lost. My charger feel lost. My eye why? My eye why? I don't know what is happening to this guy, Pascal Young King, one of the most talented rap artists of our time. Younger than me, far younger than me, but man, he's exceptional. For some reason, he don't just pause in music career. He probably hosting a different kind of host with them, but man, one guy I have so much respect for. I love his music. Man, he did. Hey, yep. Hey, hey. Oh, na God, they want test me, oh. Dangwa now. Joma now. Janga now. Banda now. Una yet we talk for that place. Abe una here. Uh-huh. Oh no, God, the one bless me, the one test me. Dangwa now, Ndamba now, Njanga now, Ndang. Leave us so, leave us so. Papa, leave us so. Oh God, man, this guy is super talented. Pascal is super talented. I don't know what is happening. I don't know what is happening with me, with him. I just pray he can get back and do music. Pascal, if any man if share this video, this part of the video, make it for Pascal. We love you. We love your music. We love your energy. You were an integral part of our community. I know you're actually doing some other things to help our community grow. But that music part, that entertainment part, that part where it be, you know, be the only sing with music, more dance, more be happy. But you were doing things that were making us feel like, I now. For those who don't know, most people they ever ask me, Sako, what you like about the music? What you like about the music? What you like about the music? None of you know is sweet like when some music they play and then the beats you relate with everything about the music, from the beat to the lyrics to the addressing to their everything. When I listen to play with and Damba now, and then from Banda now, and then Adidangwa now. Like it's so beautiful. It is so beautiful. Like especially for who the bush. I been talking to my sister the other day, and I was telling her ever since he come America, when me and I talk, anytime me and I talk, I feel fulfilled. I feel happy. I feel extremely satisfied. Like I just feel like, wow. Like I maybe don't even understand how much I did miss these things until he come America and then one time me and I talk for phone. Now the same feeling where some of you they get what you listen to these songs. The same feeling we get yes something. My master feel lost. My brother feel lost. Hey. Hey. They match me. Vous salez mon nom. Ne doit pas les wrong. J'allais faire comment J'allais faire comment if I be war, I could do now how. Una ye. They say if I marry that big belly pa, my story. Eh? Una ye fine. Una ye fine. They say if I marry that big belly pa. Siam. They say if I marry that big belly pa, my suffer go end, but I know one time. So all the my school now for nothing, all the my suffer now for nothing. That is our community. Now our community that people are forced, people are pushed, people are like people are encouraged to do funny things just because they want to survive. For how long we will continue live that life? For how long we will continue living a community like that? For how long we will continue for do things like that? That is the reason why we are here. That is the reason why you are here. That's the reason why I am here, because we want to change that narrative. We want to build a community where meritocracy go reign. We want to build a community where any person where they work, say he go chop. We want to build a community where anything where you do say something will come out of. For those who don't only watch things, I was telling you guys, for me, that is the only simple difference between America and Cameroon. That the only difference between America and Cameroon. America, if you do anything, if you do anything you want to do, so long as it's legal, you go make your good money and you go make correct money. If you become millionaire or billionaire, people that they own restaurants, some of them are millionaire. People that they go school, some of them are millionaire. Like, just all you have to do in America is choose what you want to do and fine. What I want to be a shoemender, what I want to be a tailor, what I want to be a hairdresser, what I want, anything you want to be for America, you do them fine. Mind you, I say do them fine. and then you could become who you want to become. But is that the same thing for where we are coming from? No. Is it possible things can change? Yes. Do we need the government for things to change? I don't really think so. So many people will argue, say, yeah, oh, government need for. By the way, oh, boy, are coming. I don't send you link. What is happening, man? I said, now my problem on a waiting. I hope then I'm a problem, man, because this will be so frustrating. Yeah. So I will talk about, is it possible for us to get to that place where we have a beautiful community, a community that is secure, a community where love reigns, a community where people support one another, a community where people criticize one another constructively? Yes, it is very, very possible to have that community. But we get to be intentional about them. We get to be like, you know what, this is what I want for my community. I want to see my community clean. I want to see my community grow. I want to see my, and then we'll not only be intentional, we get into action. So many people they do them. So many people across the spectrum they do them already. We just need to continue do them. Continue support those that don't start do them. Start our own. Do our own. Many other people go support us. And then before you know it, before one exit this earth, we don't put community for place we know. Even you go to die, they go with a smile. You know, some picking, they don't get no trouble. So one thing I ever tell people, and I say, just imagine say people they don't die. They get possibility for see all it really happen for the earth today, but then if you react to. So for people that are like papa they don't die like me. Yeah, my papa they really see me how they suffer. They really see me how they go and go enter with trouble. But even if he stop me, even if he do nothing, because he belong to the other world. Do you imagine the kind of pain we go to get them? Do you imagine the kind of pain we you go to get and for see you go through difficulties, you go enter problem. Some man don't put poison for your chop, you want chop and your papa they make hand them. You know how they used to show am for film no? It make hand say no chop am, no chop am, but you need the year. You chop them and then you to probably die or you to start sick or just imagine saying that the situation that imagine now say when you two no go be, you go to see your picking them, you go through difficulties, your picking don't come out for sorry come out, it go has placed because light no day. Because it's if people then dey for Kati, you begin to go for house. People don't hide from side, some side. You dey tell your pikin say, oh no go, no go, no go. In the year because you don't already be for the other world. Do you imagine the pain where you get them, the frustration where you get them? That is the reason why, as a people, we get to come together and build our community now. We get to come together and build our community now. So many people they already get their hands on deck. So many people, guys, would you see hope today? So a boy go join or my guy old Pancho go join. I don't know what is actually happening. Okay, see why I don't come again. We hope say this time around it will work and it will work for good. We'll keep our fingers crossed. Hello?
Yo,
You get me now? You get me? Apparently that man didn't hear me. You get me?
I said,
Yeah, apparently he didn't hear me. You get me?
I can't hear. I know they
Yeah,
get audio. I cannot
yeah.
hear.
Oh God. You sure say yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know
yeah.
what is happening here, man.
I don't know what you for talk, man. Oof, this is something else. This is just a bad day. This is just a poor day. Oh boy, that comic. By the way, Malik, are you on? Ma send Malik the link also. May Malik tell me if he connect. Malik, if you dare, I beg, ma send you that link. Me you travel. I don't send them for oh boy. I don't know why oh boy need to connect. Oh God, this would have been a beautiful conversation. It would have been a wonderful. At the end of the day, for me, I feel like We are still having a good time. Guys, don't forget to share. Don't forget to share. Now, more take this opportunity. When I ask me on my own questions, when I want to ask me about the 80-20 thing, which I think if we start the conversation that way, more talk about the 80-20 thing, which I think about and all of that. More go, more go, more go, more go. You never say what you don't know. Yeah, that's true though. Yeah, I want to ask me questions. The man ask me any question you ask me, particularly about the 80-20 movement, about Toridey. I'm to ask about Nasako for now. Yeah, when ask me anything, when ask me, we'll talk about more listen that Pascal song against more.
Setemago nagna mandama now. Setemago sena manjanga now. Bam salam then drive from banda now. Oh, live and so.
Live and so. Show me trees, papa, live and so. Kamemi. I'm Guazemi. Let's come on. Anything video happen. Anything video happen. Swear to God. See, no. One of the reasons we people need to understand why sometimes when I come live, I am really, really happy. I am super excited. I am so many things. I'm just up there and I just feel very happy now. The things I see happening in our community. By the way, just the year you get Kosi, you get Mike Monster, you get Oba, how they call it, Gomez Oba. Uh, you get so many artists from our community we don't travel come America. And guess what? The artists don't only travel come America, they travel come America and then they go them back for Cameroon. Where it means they have something comfortable or they have something beautiful happening for them back home. Now wonderful progress, now wonderful steps they would make them as a generation. We not get for seat expect the very big things. Today we get Libianca. By the way, just come off for dropping new song. Ja, very beautiful song. And if you play that song, we will play them, they'll copyright this video and they'll take them down. She's signed to a big company, and those are some of the small disadvantages that it comes with working with those kind of companies. However, our community is making tremendous progress. Our community is moving ahead. Our community to grow, our community to get to that place where, trust me, you and me get for be very, very proud. And we get for be proud more because we are actually part of that movement. We're actually part of that growth. Well, see why I don't suffer the boy today. Fine. Boss. Hello? Okay, this time I'm facing a network. Hello? 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 Okay, I feel see this time around na in network. So yeah, some person that asked me a question. What is the 80-20 concept for you? Like how do you interpret it? Now, from which I don't hear put a talk online, especially some person like CY, 80-20 now a movement we they struggle for encourage our people from our community for consume 80% of what is produced in our community and just 20% of what is produced out of our community. Um Generally now so they talk. Now the one of the biggest controversy or one of the biggest fight or argument we would get them about this whole thing. Na say their tone where Tata Epule Jeffrey. Okay. Yeah, boss, ask your question or answer. I'm not even answered my personal question. So for me now the general idea that they give about 80-20. So 80-20 is supposed to be a concept where they're encouraging people from our community to support more of things from our community rather than so prioritize or support or consume more of things from our community that consume If we consume anything, it should be 80% of things from our community, and then just 20% of other communities. Now, I feel say the only challenge you don't always get now say the only challenge will always be now their tone. You understand? Are you guys actually advising us or suggesting that we consume 80% of our content? Or when at the first we say we must consume 80% of our content. Now, for the way the controversy don't always be for people like me. You understand? If it's a suggestion, if it's an advice, if you guys are just advocating or you're convincing us to consume 80% of our products, for me, it's fine. But if we're not the one force we say we must consume 80% and just 80% of what is coming from our community and just 20% of what is coming from outside, then I feel like that is wrong. I feel like that is wrong. No one should be making decisions for the next person. No one should tell the next person what they're supposed to do. No one should tell the next person this is how you must live your life. So long as what that person is wanting to do is legal, we have a government, we have a system in place, we have a structure in place, which now them get for make laws. Now they get for decide this is what we feel is good for us as a community. So long as they never can talk say that is what is good for us as a community, it end for day. Now, if the people, the way that they push the whole 80-20 idea, they advise we, they suggest, they want encourage we for consume more of the 80, then I'm very fine with it. Hello, boss. Okay, you know, still here. Me say we still get that problem. I don't know if that problem is coming from a system, but I don't think so. I don't think so. It seems like now say it get a network problem. My boss Pule Jeffrey. Boss, I beg after this, why you inbox me a number or might take am for boss Gibet. Hello, boss, you get me? Hello? Okay, you know they still get me. So boss Pule Jeffrey they asked me, it be predominant, say when the 80-20 issue came up, the impression I say no other person than the proponent of the concept did do anything about promoting your own, which will your take. Very, very false. Very, 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 very wrong. And now one of the other things in that way now one of the other challenges that will get about that whole concept, you understand? We have a community to build. It no matter if now you bring idea, the whole ideology of na me I start na me I start now already a wrong thing. You're supposed to focus on building our community. We are supposed to focus on doing things to grow our community. We are not supposed to be focusing on na me I fit do the thing. Na me I fit do the thing. No, people they see them. Leave and make people they talk to now you do them. Leave and make history books and make whatever write this now you be do them. You understand? So based on the question where my brother they ask him, he say they say no other person than the proponent of the concept to do anything about promoting your own, which will take very, very wrong. Even before him, you understand? Even before people like CY, I will call name, people like CY and many other people, the way they push the whole 80-20 agenda. We don't get so many people, they don't always be 80-20. I'll give you examples. So man like Jovi, you understand? Jovi, they do most of his songs, they always sing PG inside. Jovi, they do most of his songs. I remember one time, Jovi even come out for talk today, so he no one travel go in bush because he want to remain for Cameroon, do things like Cameroonian and make them. You understand? We get so many people the way they don't always push this 80-20 idea. The only difference I say that they do a more like a lifestyle. They do a more like it's their culture. It like how is sour man go always tie rapper. Sour man no need for can answer for and say, oh, una must tie rapper, una must tie rapper. No. He go just tie rapper going out there. That is 80-20 for him. That is him celebrating himself. You understand? So like boss Epule Jeffrey they ask him, I feel like those people they get them very, very wrong for things saying not only they don't do them or not then start them. No, I feel like it's not supposed to be that way. You get to understand even before you, my brother. Back in the days, we get people like Mary Mandy them. Where all man with the struggle for sing like American, all of that. Mary Mandy be sing for pigeon. Now wait to be money, now wait to be money. Man no be something, man no nothing. The man will get Jesus. The man will no get Jesus for a heart. The man they for so far. Now, pigeon, that was that woman telling you people we have to valorize, we have to value our own. That is actually the 80-20 in place. You understand? So you not always get for being like I don't tell no, I don't have a problem, I don't have a challenge with the whole movement. You understand? But the way we on the wrong with them. My big mommy they always tell me saying, because it's sandy for inside my eye, you know me say when you want move, you move my eye too. Or you just chuck your hand inside my eye anyhow because you want move sansan for my eye. So many people have been advocating for the 80-20 concept. So many people have been doing things to, I don't even say the 80-20 concept. So many people have been doing things to encourage Cameroonians to consume our product. So many people have been doing things, bro. I never hear a pull the sound for a film, except saying at the road how they play. I never hear a pull Jeffrey. The one sound for a film, they say he be Nigerian or he be no. All these people, they don't do things them for empower our community. They don't do things them for proof for our community. When people like Epule Jeffrey, they got into movies, they start do movies, they start do all these different things them from the normal things that our community do. Guess what? Their statement, what they were just trying to do is tell our people that we can do this also. We can also do our own. We can also do it and take it to this level. Now, the thing that people like Stephanie Toom, Agbo Gibet, Cindy Emade, and all of these actors and actresses are doing. We are not trying to copy. No, we are just trying to prove. We are not even proof. We are just trying to share or tell our community or tell the kids or the people behind us, say, Una tufi duam. That is one of the reasons why I have Toridey. I don't know how many people don't call me Temisi Sako. Change that name from Toridey to something way it sound like English and all of that. Because saying that Toridey, people from Nigeria are not going to follow. I said, no. Toridey, that is a name I had in my mind when I wanted to do this. And it stays Toridey. It will remain Toridey because that is the message I want to pass. Toridey, if it makes me feel like, okay, now something we come up for our community, now something we belong to our community. But guess what? It don't only stops with our community, it is from our community to the world. But when you don't start getting that mentality of, oh, it's only about our community, how will you take it to the world? How will you take it to the world if it's only about our community? I think Boss will get a follow-up question. So yes, I don't think say this whole 80-20 thing is starting now with the people the way they push her now, and it no go stop with them. So it is really, for me, it's really wrong, or it's kind of like disrespectful to the others who have been doing it. To one make me sound like, okay, Nami I start them or Nami. See why I don't join the game. See. Hello, boss.
Yes, hello. Good evening, my brother.
You don't get me now.
Yes, I don't get you now, man. You know, so they for Cameroon, so they struggle over too plenty, massa.
Finally. Wow, this is beautiful, man. Finally, you don't join, but they let the network don't start worry. Because right now, a video don't freeze or it don't pause.
Yes, my brother. Finally, are they here? How far now?
No, my brother, I did. So person say, what if you come off that backside to say that network for that backside, the worry. They let the person know the backside where you did it.
I don't know, na Cameroon, man. Na Cameroon, so Cameroon worry.
Yeah, well, pa, it did let that network will worry you today. Fine, oh man. Okay, why would the wait me network? My answer a boss a pulle Jeffrey in the other question to argue say he doesn't do the right thing, not lie to all we. However, do we feel the demeaning of other stakeholders be helpful to the concept with great respect to CY and much love for the work you put in through Toridey? And I think I'd already answered the question for the previous answer what giving Giam. 80-20 support your own or whatever thing we're doing, we try to build a community. Like I talked earlier, oh god, see why network to worry. Like I talked earlier, what did actually happen and say we don't already identify or we don't already realize it is, so we are supposed to build our community. We have a place we are going, we get some tour one time, we have a goal we are trying to attain. But the challenge where we all get now and say the way we want do them probably they different. Me, I be feel like I have to start something like Toridey, create a platform where our people can come and share their ideas, can come and talk about what they're doing, can come and talk about what we can do to get to where we want to be, and all of that. You understand? But this is it. Any person get own way the CCA one do am. See why he get the own way one do am. I have so much respect for him, but I don't necessarily the agree with the way he want he do am. So other person get own way they do am. So my also be like, oh, so I cannot like their own way they do am. I feel like this. By the way, might give you an example, right? Today the right to the enjoy for America because they America. The right to the enjoy for America as blacks. You understand? Even though I be immigrant, so many people will fight for that right. Two of the most prominent people within Martin Luther and Malcolm X. Funny enough, all their name they start with him. Now, Martin Luther was more of a civil person. You understand? A peaceful person. I know no more no fight. Oh, more argue our case. Oh, more present our case. Malcolm X from which one year was more of an aggressive person. You understand? But nothing, nothing convinced me for tell me say some of the way in as much as so many people want to put anyway, in as much as so many people maybe like the way Malcolm X be go about things, but guess what? The way he be go about things we actually help Martin Luther for better negotiate. Now, so me had the look am. So, in as much as personally, I don't even agree with the way we see why we go about with the whole thing. You understand? The aggressive nature. Most of people they say it insult we, the cosh we. Now the reason we don't want to be part of the thing. Oh, it may say now you get them and all of that. Nasty, you way to go about them. We did get the conversation today now because someone was very, very aggressive about the whole thing. And we have to attribute that to see why. You understand? So, like my brother Epule, the talk oil, like he asked him, I feel say we feel disagree with CY, but for take away every credit for him, for try to destroy it, for try for push it down, for try for press it for back, because we will disagree on a method, I feel like it's completely wrong. We'll get to find a common place. We'll get to get these conversations. We'll get to talk to one another. We'll get to that place where we understand, say, okay, guys, one second. Yeah, see why I feel like the challenge is your network. I feel like the challenge is your network. So, like I was saying, every person get a role. We have a community to build, and once we start understand the role of every person, and now all man get to understand the role. The same way Epule Jeffrey, they be lenient towards the aggressive nature of CY. CY also together be lenient towards Epule Jeffrey, opinion. You understand? Now for the way I talk say, no. My sister Nancy, it not correct for coach people. It not correct for coach people in any way. No man if he ever talk say it correct for coach people. Even besides the whole movement, for coach people, na wrong thing. That is why I always use the word. If what you're doing is legal, if what you're doing is actually helping the community grow, is making people smile, then it's fine. Now the reason why we continue for talk for ye. Now the reason would continue for talk for you say, hey, my brother, bro, I've officially decide say, I know bring CY for the platform. CY for officially decide say, I know will come for your platform because you need to support 80-20 or you need to support me. But guess what? Me and CY with the reason like adults, with the reason like people the way would already understand say me and you the fight now for the same thing, but we fight for that same thing differently. My sister Nancy, they ask us, so it correct for CY for coach people. No, it wrong. He wrong. You know if you the one bill and then you hurt people for bill. Now the way we all the continue for begging say, hey, see what I want to notice, he don't tone and down. Una look and very well, he don't tone and down. You know, really be that too aggressive again and all of that. I really wish you would join the conversation. I get many other things that I want me to see why discuss them for public. You understand? Where you go get people to even understand, say, hey, we get me say the fight still big, the struggle still big. Yeah, Boss Epuledi say, yeah, me, I just feel like that is what we can do. I will talk something. I might talk about, I don't know if I will talk about strong pigeon. But at the end of the day, 80-20 or whatever, it exists for all sides for the world. It exists for all sides for the world. And the one thing with me, I don't always want to tell CY and I say, when you bring them for public, it becomes what they term xenophobia. Now, the simple truth that is what I'm telling him I will tell you every now and then. The 80-20 concept, I'll give you an example. For 2016, we had this popular guy around here who was running for president, and he anthem and say, take back our country. When you sit here, I sit here, I work for the country, I pay taxes, I do everything for develop the country, I do everything for develop the community around me, I do everything for support one another. It no matter their race, their color, their height, their size, or anything. And then some person can tell me, say, oh, they want to take back their country. I started asking myself, like, okay, who they be the we? You understand? Who they be the we? And guess what? This guy won the elections and became the president. Up to today, he still get a massive support. But I will tell you any day, anytime, say, a movement be unpopular because of the way we go about them. Because of the way we go about them. And at the same thing with the try to tell CY, you have a good project, you have a good concept, you have a good idea, you have a good fight. But wait to go be that fight if you only get 20% or 30% of people behind you, when you can actually just bend things a little bit and get 90% of people behind this struggle, and then we win easily. Now, the same thing with Boss Epule, Jeffrey, the talk. All we have to do is come together as a community, you understand, and understand the buttons we are supposed to push. And now all that. Tex, Kosha, say, Siwa is the main man when it comes to 80-20. Stop using grammar there. I don't even understand what you mean by stop. Now you're sounding condescending, you're sounding disrespectful, you're sounding, I don't know if you want to crush me or you want attention. I don't know if you want to disrespect me or you mean say, oh, you are the talk for you, no make no sense. I don't know. But these are the kind of comments, these are the kind of people who actually will push us to start saying stupid things or start a fight where it don't make any sense. We all do here for get a conversation for Bill. We all do here for get a conversation where if he help we understand each other. We all do for here for get a conversation where if he spread love. One cancel hate, one cancel argument, one cancel fight. Because once see how we support one another, you tell me how we CY is the main man when it comes to 80-20. Stop using grammar and there. You don't know CY for how long. You know CY not just maybe how many years ago. I tell you about Mary Mandy, a Cameroonian woman where na Bafo na Yaoundé. Bro, if you don't know Mary Mandy, go check. Maybe you did 20 years, maybe you did 30 years. I'll be a big man far away. You understand? So when we talk about certain things, she don't listen, understand we. If in the 80s, La Piro be the sing for pidgin, La Piro na francophone, maybe stay for Kumba, maybe they sing for pidgin. Now for tell you say so we get for valorize our culture, we get for value what would you do as a people. Now 80-20 that in progress. If for the 80s, Mama Mary Mandy, they do songs of a pidgin, they sing for country talk, they sing for Douala, they sing for Yaoundé, they sing for Bafo, and all of that. That one of tell you say we get for valorize our own. Now a polite way of telling you guys that is the same thing CY is actually doing. No money the argue with CY they do or no man no Dave here for fight CY. You understand? What would one try to tell you and say? So certain way the way you feel do them, where it be destructive for our community. I think give you one example for you, Mr. Kosha. You say we text Z Kosha. I don't know. I don't know that name. First of all, I don't know how your name na text Z Kosha. No tribe no day for Cameroon where they answer Kosha. Not tribe no day for Cameroon they answer text Z. So by your name, ma tell you today, so you need to even promote the 80-20 culture. Because by your name, you get an answer Nasako like me. You understand? Or your name begin to be Toridey, which is something that is coming from our community. The other person in a Nambangi Nancy, that is our community that is consuming 80% of our product. Your name na Tech Z Kosha. Na English name them completely. But you want to tell me about 80-20. What are you talking about? You don't know what you talk. You don't know what you talk. Go change your name then. Put your name there for your village name. Put your name there for your village name. And then you start talking about 80-20. And then you start talking about consuming our product. Yeah, mommy, they born you, give you name. Say maybe they give you name say Nasako, or they give you name say Charles. I mean, not be Charles. Or a Pule, or they give you name say which back name or Mosima, or they give you one of these who are country name them. You don't go change them. Put and say Tex Z kosher because you want to feel like white man. You want to feel like the Westerner, and then you want to come with a tell me about 80-20. What are you talking about? No man, if you ever argue who will be the lead person for the movement or whatever. No matter if we ever take somebody credit, we are looking for how we can come together as a community and build. Bro, mind your words. My sister and Nambangin Nancy, guys, sorry, I might sound a little bit hard and a little bit harsh and all of that, but people like this one, now then they push this whole thing for look like we fight against each other, whereas you are not even fighting against each other. If we be the fight, see why no go come from my platform. If we be the fight, see why no go come from my platform. If we be the fight, I no go invite CY from my platform. You understand? CY get a following. He get a huge following, very, very huge following. Guess what? Nasako get a following where I know the kind of people that they follow Toridey. So no bring me down. I don't know that kind of mentality. My sister and Nancy say you get for learn for communicate without necessarily insulting people or making the world feel as if he's the only one doing the right thing, and which is very that Natina we almost all man the talk. Natina we almost all man the talk like CY. You have a good cause. You have a good project at hand. You are doing something very, very wonderful. But my brother would beg you not only small, tone and down. Tone and down. Know the way we do run with this concept. The way we do run with this whole 80-20 thing is hurting some other people. For those who they don't know how we 80-20 they hurt another people, ma tell you now. 70 to 80% of that entertainment industry when I see them for Cameroon or especially for the Anglophone part of the country, it be financed or sponsored by people for diaspora. I repeat them again. 70 to 80 to 90% of everything about the Anglophone entertainment industry be financed by people for diaspora. My monster day for diaspora today, now people for here bringing sponsor and all of that. Course be there for here, now people for diaspora and all of that. Most of these people, they get either girlfriend or boyfriend or sister or brother or friend or whoever we there for diaspora where they finance their project. Just imagine, say the Cameroonians for diaspora will get about, let's say, 10 million Cameroonians for diaspora. That 10 million Cameroonians will get out of diaspora, at least 90% of them get debit card where they fit buy some artistic music, they fit buy some artistic craft, they fit buy some person thing or finance some person in the project. Now, the bigger question is, all these 90 or 80% of Cameroonians out of the country where they finance that project them back home, do you think they are actually working for Cameroonians? Which I try to ask, and I say, when I show say they work for Cameroonians for make the money they make them and they invest them back home, the answer is no. The answer is no. 70% of Cameroonians in the diaspora are working for people who are not Cameroonians. I repeat them again. 70% of people of Cameroonians in the diaspora are working for people. I talk 70%, 80% are working for people who are not Cameroonians. We mean say, now so Nigerian they surely pay them before they take that money, invest them for that industry. Now some American they pay them before they take the money, invest them. Now some Ghanaian or now people from other communities actually investing in Cameroonians, which gives them the leverage they need to invest in our communities back home. Now, when you preach 80-20 and you preach them that aggressively, and you preach them for the way we did, let's say we fight with other communities. Just imagine, say, the other day we were on a live, and my brother DJ Freddie Mooks, when an international DJ, one of the biggest in our community. For those who they get chance, and I go look it up, DJ Freddie Mooks. He works with almost every person in the community. He works with Americans, work with Nigerians, Ghanaians, almost every person. He tell me, say, when CY be put out one of that video they put out, you know might be sending the video, Don Jazzy. Now Don Jazzy actually pick his phone after I don't watch the video because the video be trained for Nigeria. He called my brother DJ Freddie Mooks. He sent him for he say, what is happening? Like, what is this guy talking about? You understand? Just imagine, say, a relationship between Don Jazzy and DJ Freddie Mooks, if he be ruined because of some, and he talks because of CY. You understand? Because of the way it word the whole 80-20 movement. That is just what we are saying. We are not saying it is a wrong ideology. We are not saying, see why I don't do that, see why I don't speak or don't talk. No. All we are saying is, see why or any person will be involved in the movement, una tone and down small, una restructure them, una package them well, una put them for we when we present them for some site, we'll go ahead. Our sister Libianca, they don't nominate it for BET as best. I think People's Choice Award or something. They nominate it as Cameroonian. I don't want to get controversial, but I feel better to say Libianca and American. You understand? For BET for actually recognize how it come out. For BET for actually say, yeah, if you get American passport or whatever, but we consider it like a Cameroonian, is that not a good thing? Is that not a good thing? Libianca, a video for you to get close to how many millions views? The persons the way they watch that video are not Cameroonians, are not. You understand? But you think say if these people then before they want to watch that video, they be no say, oh, Cameroonians they don't work to say more no consume foreign product anymore, more consume the only product from our country. If you say people will watch that video, if you say they'll get that support, what I am trying to say is we'll get for fine way package the whole 80-20 thing for where it not be destructive to the next person. For where it not be destructive to our brothers and sisters who are in the diaspora hustling, and most of the people, most of their employers, now people will need be Cameroonians. You know what makes your sister lost his job because he go promote 80-20 for social media and then he boss Siam and then kick it out. How you go feel if you yes had find work and then if you get work? Because they did deny for hire me, say they know if you hire me because they struggle for apply the 80-20 policy for their workplace. They want to apply 80% Americans. I keep telling people the same way Donald Trump began with taking back our own. You understand? Now the same way we would want push the whole 80-20 thing. At one point in time, it becomes destructive, it becomes disrespectful, it becomes divisive. But like I said, plenty way they will always package them and put them out there, and people know, say na 80-20, even strangers, even foreigners, they will pick them up, they run with. More will support our artists. More continue for love our artists. More continue for respect them. More continue for value them. When I don't notice it for this life, I call a boy that call me boss. Now my younger man probably. I call a Pule Jeffrey boss. See why I call it boss. All these people I call them boss. Now out of respect for what they are doing, it no matter whether we differ in opinion or ideologies. But guess what? If I finish call CY boss, and then because of the way it go about it, fight, I lost my job, he go glad. Go glad. Like my brother Epule Jeffrey, put them. We all get a small role them. But more make sure say the roles that would play them, it not be destructive to another person, a career or a livelihood. That is all what we are saying. Yep. My sister Nancy say he's doing an amazing job, but may not limit himself for insults. My brother Marco, love you, bro. Love you, bro. Kosha, you my taste something. You the only feel like even if you go about and the way, you understand? We know if you talk about that today. And no man they deny, you understand? But guess what? You are not paying attention to the bridges so you don't burn them. You need to pay attention for the bridge the way you don't burn them because it go about and this way. Human being be very, for French they say rancunier. For French they say rancunier. It means say human being they hardly forget the negative thing we do, the bad thing we do. Sometimes the people say I don't forget. Sometimes I don't forgive. Sometimes the people act like say they don't forget. But it's difficult to forget. The only way that they got opportunity for nail you, and then they will nail you really hard and really bad. Like I don't talk. No man need to deny say, Messi why not continue push. No man need to deny say you know, support you in the movement. But una consider say some people then dey for some side for the world with that whole movement and the way una the one go about them if it hurt them. That is all we are saying. That is all we are saying. And I don't give a very simple example. Now, some other person where they call it say Don Jazzy. Now he see the video. Now he share with my brother DJ Freddy Mux when a Cameroonian wait today for year. Say, what is happening in your country? What is happening with your people? What are they talking about? And it talks on that because he the Don Jazzy don't always be supportive to them, my brother. They got a good working relationship. They are friends, they are family. I don't shit down for my house one day. Now my brother DJ Freddy Mux, he call me say, "Pausa a day." I say, are they studio? I do something. He said, "Oh, if you're not busy, come now. Are they for you Don Jazzy for studio? Come on, hang out." Yep. Simple phone call. Pausa a day. Are they with Don Jazzy for studio? Come on, hang out. The same thing with the bunch. You understand? So now some other person they for you talk, oh, Nigerians are this, and then Don Jazzy see, and then just they quiet, and then start to snub my brother, or no one be friends to go, my brother. Would that be a good thing? Are we supposed to burn bridges because we are trying to build another bridge? No. 80-20, beautiful initiative, beautiful idea, but then we need to revise almost everything about them. I said almost, I don't say everything. We need to revise a lot. Not just my humble opinion that. That is just my humble opinion. My brother McDonald Chiboncho, unity right from history has always been the English Cameroonian problem. It's cut across all sectors. The mindset na either na me and my gang, or better things remain the same, or all things poor. If this mindset no be destroyed, trust me, we always dey the same place. There is nothing, brother. There is nothing, brother, nothing we the English Cameroonians ever agree on. And yeah, you have a point though. You have a point, my brother. You have a very good point. Me, I'm one of that person that I feel like we can disagree to agree. We can fight, but then we're going to understand. Say, we are the same people. We are just here to build communities. You understand? We are here to build communities. We are here to strengthen one another. We are here to do things, to make things better for us. Yeah, if we fight, because we get different way we want me things to go, or we make things to happen. But if we not forget it is, so we are one people and we are working towards the same goal. We're going for, after we don't fight, find a common ground, agree, and move on. I feel like this generation is doing it differently. Like I said earlier, see why I need to come for the platform that we cannot get for do no. In the come for the platform now because you know say this platform now 100% 80-20. No, it come for the platform now because if he say, you know what, I want to talk to my brother, I want put sense for my brother ahead, I want explain to my brother, I want explain to his public, his audience, I want tell them what this whole 80-20 thing be about. That is it. It's simple. It's that simple. Now, even people the way they castigate CY, people they coach people that, by the way, if you can't to coach, it will the coach people then. So I don't even go me for the, you understand? People that they castigate, people that they want penalize, people that they want take away it in the way get because say he advocate for 80-20 for some aggressive way. Even me, I disagree with that. I get people that when I'm a very, very close friend, the way they need agree with CY. Where they even tell me, say, bro, no bring it for your platform. But they know say they never tell me because I am not that kind of person. I always want to hear from people. I always want to listen. I be talk for the earlier. I talked earlier for this podcast saying one of the things that we my mommy teach me, I say listen. And then even when time for talk reach, most of the times make sure you dey ask a question. Listen. Ask question before you talk one time. Listen. Ask question. Then you talk. No ever just a struggle for talk. The problem with this, or which I don't grow for understand about that, now see, when you listen for talk, you understand, you are already on the offensive. But when you listen for ask question, you're actually trying to understand what is happening and see how you can contribute. Yep. No, my brother Marco. Okay, yeah, kosher, and that is the thing also, right? So you if you go now go tell Jovi, say Jovi, if you know say they support 80-20 or you are there for the culture, change your name from whatever it is to Jovi. That is it's as simple as that. You if you go tell Jovi that me and if you tell you, but guess what? And if you ever go tell Jovi, say me change your name. But Abdulwanjo make you me understand that something. Boss Apollo Jeffrey. Sometimes we need for just straighten the guy them. uh, oh god. Yeah, my brother Mbamene, he say he supports CY. Everyone supports what CY is doing because we all want the best for our community. We all want the best for our community. And I did very, very sure say my brother CY, he did hear what people they talk and he did tone them a little bit. Very true. Very true, boss Epule Jeffrey. See why I get it role. Whether we like it or not, even on my for my one-on-one conversation with you at the TSP, and if you lie you sometimes I like their aggressive nature. You understand? I like their aggressive nature, but like most people they talk for you, their only problem with that aggressive nature are the insults. And trust me, some people in the way they don't ever forget that insult. That's just it. I'll give you another example for America. 2016 campaign they go on Hillary versus Trump. Man, Hillary was the candidate everyone was very sure say he would win. Oh man, oh, we were going to have our first woman president, blah blah blah. Hillary used now one word. Suited today, all man believes in that word too. He destroyed the campaign. He called a certain group of people deplorable. Suited today, that people that still call themselves say deplorable. I dey tell you say that people that decide say we no go vote see whether he like it do which will vote since he say will be deplorable we no go ever vote in. Guess what? If you will put Hillary and Trump was you put them two, Hillary get all the qualities that was required for her to become the next president of the United States. But because of that one word, where Hillary Clinton get them today, so people they no one still catch. So people they did no one still catch. He today because he insults a group of people. That is what life is all about. That is how things work. You understand? You can have the best of ideas, you can have the best of concept, the best of projects. Anytime where you get to that place where you start making people feel like they are not supposed if they must be part of this, and if they are not part of this, they are against this, and if they're against this, you are against them. It becomes a problem. We get to give this whole movement time. We get to take our time. We get to run them. We get to lay the foundation. We get to make a maybe more like a culture. That way, the generation now, because that is the only difference between that generation and this generation. The generation before we and this generation. The generation before we, they need to put in place concepts where it go hand down everything where they do to the next generation. Any person we see now, they do anything for this generation, they actually start them by their own, or for somehow they just figure out how to do it and then they start doing them. You understand? They just either learn or they just be inspired or they just be creative and then they start do these things. 90% of the people that they do things now, no man, no teacher how to do them. I mean, no person from the older generation hold your hand so. For the older generation, how many artists do we have? We had so many great artists. But besides PTPE, how many of them actually get people that you say, "Nama make the artist, Nama make the one, Nama make the one." But guess what? For our time, we already get people the way they already do team them. They already get people the way they lead them, people that they inspire them, people that they train them. So, like my boss talk, see why I get a rule, and we all have so much respect for that rule. Me, my brother, see why I just move that part for insult people, and we have a good communication, we have a good conversation, we have a smooth conversation. We continue to build that foundation with one billion. Boss Epule Jeffrey, man, you're just dropping back to back nuggets, man, back to back points away. I never even resist them. When we reach the point we need for remind we self say we need for love we own, it's a problem. We can't deny the problem. But we can't deny the problem. However, the time for insults don't pass because now he has the attention. Let him and others who love the concept move forward with the right message now. If not, he might lose the opportunity, and that will be a great loss. Very, very true. Very, very true. Very, very true. He already get the attention where he need them. And at the same time, when I saw this, I always go back for. I always want to compare the situation with some situation we play with day. The same thing with President Trump. The one mistake with me, I feel say make, and when he became president, he was supposed to be the president for everyone. He don't do it we do and for become president, right? That way become president. He began for become president for all man. But no, he decided to go back to always. He decided to go reinforce the ideologies, the aggressive way we go about things. And guess what? He did 4 years and he was kicked out. Now they drag you for all kind of side. Oh, you get for come for the court. Oh, you get for go for that court. You get for. Now the same time my boss Epule Jeffrey the try for talk. See why you already get the attention. You understand? You don't already make your point loud and clear. Can we look for other better strategies now to continue pushing the idea? Can we be not too loud about the idea, but then our action speaks more? Can we actually manage this whole 80-20 idea in a way it's not destructive for Cameroonians who are out of Cameroon? So for those of us who are in the diaspora, can we at least, I don't give you an example, but I give you now 10 to 20 to 50 million other examples. You understand? I don't go for place where they begin for hire me for some geek. The guy begin for hire me because me ain't a friend. But papa tells him if he hire me because they get on their own person way, he go prefer me na he do am. The guy can tell me outright, say, well, na so. My parents say, na the person will do am because our person. That is actually 80-20 in progress. You understand? Now, the question now, if we as Cameroonians, we really want that big money, we really want that big chunk of the cake, do you think if we go about this whole idea aggressively and not smart, in a smart way, you think so we'll get those deals that we want them? You think say if we continue bomb, because if it's within Cameroon, it will work very well. You understand? If it's within Cameroon, it will work very well. It go fine. It go be fine. But out of Cameroon, where now for the way the bigger checks they will come out, I want to see my boss Epule Jeffrey for Hollywood, not because he's a Cameroonian, but because he has what it takes to go to Hollywood and dominate Hollywood. You understand? I want to see my sister Libianca. He there for BET now. It dominate because he get weight where he take. But if we continue and push the idea, say no, we get for supporting that because and that's the other thing also. They are making this whole 80-20 thing look like our people are not talented. We are supposed to support our people because they are our people. Instead of we for make people they know say no, you got to support our people them because they do good things. You want to tell someone about movies? Tell you about Epule Jeffrey movies them. You understand? Tell you say you know even explain say go watch and can't tell me after. You go watch and can't tell you say bro those people are good. You understand? Tell about Libianca music. Tell about Stanley Eno music. Tell about Kosi, Mike Monster, my brother my brother Ayo. Tell them about all these people, their projects. They made they go listen and can't tell you say, wow, these guys are really good. Not tell them say they go listen and because they na Cameroon and play the music. It already takes away the credit of what they can do. It already takes away the value or the work where the people don't put that inside. If you tell me say I go buy some my team because he na Cameroonian, yeah, I go buy them because he na Cameroonian. But guess what? Is it really fair for me to be buying because they are Cameroonian or because these people have done something that are really good? I will tell you now one thing. Cameroonians are doing wonderfully well. Cameroonians, when it comes to talent, when anything, we have people who are doing it so well. Sometimes I sit and I'm like, personally, I just feel like it would be wrong for us to push the whole idea like, personally, I just feel like it would be wrong for us to push the whole idea like we need to support them because they're Cameroonians. No, we need to support these people from our community because they are doing beautiful things. They are doing wonderful things. And so me I see am. And again, I go reiterate this point. Like my boss Jeffrey talk. Every person get a role. Every person get a role. Now for we for criticize them constructively. Now for we for help them become better. Now for we for help them understand the way we will feel or how we feel so if we go about these things. So at the end of the day, we grow as a community. I'm rather very unfortunate we maybe if we get the conversation today would see why. Boss Epule Jeff, I beg, I'll take your number for your man Gibbet, and then I'll talk for you. I hope say we all go live will get you as the next person for Toridey, the next guest for Toridey. You have done wonderful for our must see. That's how you pull up one or two of your movies. Oh, wonderful actor, man. Wonderful actor. Wonderful person with character. Wonderful person with character, man. I find the guy problem for social media for years. The man ignore me like plague. Yeah, wonderful guy. Wonderful guy. Guys, follow him on social media. I should say all my they already follow him for social media. But let's not forget to go back and look at his works. Continue for support he any way we can. Continue for support our community. Continue for man. If somebody to do something we find, share them. Yeah, if somebody do something we find, share them. If somebody do something we find, buy them. If somebody do something we sometimes even if you not find, just buy them. My brother, Ayo, you say Idris Abdul Karim, my pin the comment. You say Idris Abdul Karim, he was fighting the same concept for Nigeria some years back. Everybody was okay with him too. Today, the new generation of artists, they enjoy cause. Now we might talk say no. Understand what we travel talk. Understand too at the travel. We the travel talk. We need to talk say see why the two way the travel do be wrong or be bad. What you just talk and say, maybe very careful with the way they do them. For way you know go burn some people their own bridge. You understand? You know go burn. So do you think some person way if they at the verge of signing a deal with a Cameroonian company? That time where Idris Abdul Karim may make that and then the company is never signing because of Abdul Karim. You think that person they at peace with Abdul Karim now? So no, that is just what we are saying. You understand? We all the struggle will build the community. We all the struggle will do the same thing. We all the struggle will achieve the same goal, but we don't choose for doing differently. But as we choose for doing differently, we get for be very careful with the way we may to go about time. It need to hurt some people. The way the other man to go about that, it need to hurt some other people. I'll give you some very crazy example. When I see what we don't happen for our community for the past 16 years, for the past how many years since 2016, you understand? No money is not made to do it the way they want to do them. But guess what? Are they going about things the right way? You think say the families the way they be hurt. If you say the families that don't lost properties and humans and blah 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 blah, they be happy. Even if they get which way they want them today, even if we get which way what people want them, you think say some of those families will be happy? They don't still be happy. They don't still be happy. Is there a possibility? Is there a way we can go about these things and see achieve certain results? Yes. You understand? I know they, by the way, I know they for that. I know, when I understand what I mean. But I just don't I see, if you actually get some 285 achieve always struggle for get the best possible way for getting we want them. Then for just be like, I want them. Anyhow we did. We don't get people the way they don't want to become president. They do anyhow they want to do and they become president. No matter how many years they go down, they end up with jail, they end up very miserable people. Because what they wanted was actually a good thing, but then they went about the whole thing the wrong way. Now so me I just look am, or now so we get for the look am. What I say, don't hit the player, bro. This thing will take all stakeholders putting their heads together to give the momentum that this initiative needs. Everyone has to be involved. Ego has to be put aside. Very true. Very true. And that's why we're having this conversation. It will take everybody, it will take everyone. You understand? It will take everybody. Trust me, they hardly talk me about this thing. Most people that know me, I'll just call on a particular people and just tell them, say, hey, be careful. how you go about. I hardly come for public and say, oh, I don't agree with this man or I don't agree with that man. The only reason we are even having this conversation today now because we were supposed to get CYF here. We'll talk but network don't worry and so many things on this table. We'll try to reschedule and then bring in more people and then just get the conversation. One thing is sure, our people don't wake up from their slumber. Our people don't decide for support their people. We are doing wonderfully well as a community. Would it grow? Would it see movies? Would it see music? Would it see deals? The other day, Kosi for Maryland on our DC, it fill up an arena. That was so beautiful. My brother Mike Monster did it, they do it own. We get so many other people that they do wonderfully well for our community. All we have to do is understand we are a people of value, we are a people of quality, we are people we get too much, we get a lot to offer to the world, not only to our community. So why would we start build our community? Why would we start create for our community? Who understands whatever we are building, whatever we are creating, whatever we are starting for our community will end up now for the world. It will end up out there. So more no use greed will build for we when we don't thank we don't go show one export to the world too go say no, we no want down a thing there because we too now we don't start practice. We now the practice now 99-1. That is just what we are saying. More will be strategic, more will be smart. You understand? I will give us another example. Will be the growth of Kumba. We'll get our brothers from Nigeria, where they come during those early days. So many of them they come Kumba. They do their petty businesses. The one day they say corn and granite, the one day they say this, the one day they say this, the one day they say this. The person go sell corn and granite for 5 years. He go Nigeria, he go bring one person. The person took us to sell corn and granite for ye. They want make 2-3 years, they go bring another one person. They want make 10 years, 20 years for Cameroon. They don't bring like 6 persons with the second and granite. When I be ever years so Igbo man we got to say, oh, would it do 80-20? Would it support na we? Would it do an for we? No. You know, whoever year they open their mouth talk. On the contrary, the Igbo friends they will be getting were very, very supportive of my projects. They will thief their papa their money, will go chop them. They will thief their papa their money, will go find gay. They will thief their papa their money, will go do this. Like they be the support me for way. And they even care me whether they go bring their brother from Nigeria for can work money for them. And no say as that brother the hell they want money, they go thief their money or they go bring the money, me and then go chop. On Sundays, every Sunday, we will go play kote. Now my Igbo friend them, now they be pay for me. So then they be they'll pay for me. So even after we lost, they will still give me money. So me and them be gave me no time whether they go bring person from Nigeria for can work for them and blah blah blah. But guess what? They were actually practicing 90-10. They will actually empower their own people. But you feel say if these people be wake up, start to preach and for public, say, oh, nothing do more do, oh, nothing do do, blah blah blah. It will become a problem. It will become a problem. And that is just what we are saying. That's just what we are saying. Let's not go about this whole thing in a way that will be destructive to the next person. My brother Agbo Gibet go for Nigeria for go do something. There is snobby. They ignore you. They never help you or they never show you this or this because they fear say it go carry the idea can't give for 80-20 people them. They go wrong with them. More will not burn bridges them because we are trying to achieve something which is correct. It is our right. So many other ways that if you go about this whole thing, I will go achieve them. Mola Rudy. It came to a point. Okay, my brother. Yeah. That is it. That is my brother. That's my brother. Hey, yo, you understand? So do you imagine, say, during that time, the DJ the name one player. Do you imagine, say, during that time where the DJ the name the one play the music, you go to fight there, you go broke some my head to him and play my music. If you say that man go ever forgive you, that man no go ever forgive you. But guess what? You continue do your thing. You continue promote them with the side of you promote them. The people that they get for plan, they continue playing. So at one point in time, the DJ they didn't get any choice but for play the music. They didn't get any choice. So if you continue to stay consistent, continue to produce good content, bro, the kind of movies and music and products and everything that designer show on a the way Cameroon they do they produce, they put out it's on another level. It's on another level. It's on another level. All we have to do is just understand. We'll continue to respect these guys. We'll continue to promote them. We'll continue to support them. Continue to do, and then too, they always respect and love and support and everything. It's a two-way thing. It's a two-way thing. I think given one example. How many Cameroonian artists on Toridey? But I think bet you I don't reach out to more than 100 or 150 Cameroonian artists for do an interview on Toridey. Most of them don't turn me down. My best Cameroonian artist, my number one person, Stanley Eno, don't turn me down so many times for do interview. I don't fly for you go Maryland for go meet to Stanley. For go do interview Stanley Eno for Stanley Eno turn me down. But guess what? And if he hates you, and if he vex with you, and if he tell people they hate you, and no fit. Me, I make excuse for him. Maybe he was busy. Maybe he was not in the right frame of mind. Maybe. But I know say someday go be. Stanley Eno go shoot down for this studio. I mean, I go talk music. We go move on. They did plenty. I no one call names him. SK wait to do and stop me for supporting. Nope, you no go ever stop me. So that is just how we are supposed to think. Now, if he be do and so na can koshkoshi. Yeah, he don't do something we wrong, right? And me, I don't do something we be wronger. I don't know what wronger na word. I don't do something we be worst. Guess what? You'll become a problem between me and you. You'll become a correct fight. And that's so the whole thing will drag longer than again for drag. And that is the only challenge or the only problem most people have with the way most of these 80-20 people, they go about this whole thing. They feel like they're supposed to insult. They feel like they're supposed to force. You're not supposed to force people. Give people a good reason. For chop there, chop we don't cook them. And when they chop, even if it not taste fine, because we present them for them for some very professional, respectful way, they'll just be like, they never give you chop, the chop not fine. You mean like, no, they chop fine, no, they chop fine. We did do it all the time. Right? And this other person don't give you chop where they chop even fine some way, but you see blast and say, I know fine because the person don't make you mop. That's just how I feel. By the way, my brother Ayo, congratulations on your move, man. Do whatever you can do over there, but not forget which way don't always give you happiness. Always find time for do your music. God don't carry you go for play with you day. Now because he won't give you the resources the way you need them for explore your talent to the maximum. Mind wait what talk. I not thought you go for the only they do na music. No. Why man country difficult? Why man country na bills. So why you do your thing where you do for make your small money and do this and do that, take care of your family, take care of yourself, make sure so you invest for your music career and all of that, bro. God don't give you, take you for place where you take you go now because you want me to get that resources for do what you get for do Okay. Thank you, Boss Epule. Thank you, Boss Epule, for that correction. And yeah, I think he talk and he address now which way my brother Ayo right time earlier about Idris Abdul Karim. Idris Abdul Karim, according to Marjorie, the premise of Idris Abdul Karim be highly faulty and misconceived. His activities be they highly geared towards the Nigerian political system. It's always a good thing to research those facts about him. It's always a good thing to research. Those facts about him are totally and readily accessible via Google. Siwa is of a higher calling. Siwa is of a higher. Oh God. Siwa is of a higher calling of consciousness compared to Idris. Apple. To Idris, apples and oranges. boss, that's deep, man. My take-home message from this episode now say 80-20 now the big thing we even get for the shout we get for Duam the way others have done it. Thanks you to really for enlightenment. God bless my brother, man. Like I said earlier, yeah, we go close to 2 hours now. Things will get for end the live. We are rather unfortunate. See why if you join. I don't know what happened today. We'll try to figure out the problem in IE, and then we'll connect back next time. Man, guys, thank you very, very much for today. Thank you very, very much for today. I hope so we'll get a year again another day. But next, I think I want my boss, Epole Jeffrey, will come up with a topic, have a good conversation, and that is how we get to build our community. No man no go do one for we, no man no go do one for you, no man no go do one for me. Now me and you get to build a community. And every time a conversation about a community comes up, not only think about yourself, think about you, think about your generation, think about every other person, your neighbor, and every other person. Think about the things the way you look at, you feel like, oh, I wish my papa would do this, I wish my mommy would do this, I wish like yeah, one leave this earth tomorrow, and then you see what picking they be like, oh, I wish my papa would do. No, we want to do the best we can for make things better for us. 80-20, no one man no day where you tell me say they against the whole idea. The problem are just the way we go about them. If we tone them down, we package them very well, package them in a very smart way. Trust me, even when enemies go wrong with them, no. Now the small tool that we get for today, I think we don't talk enough. We don't talk a lot. No, yeah, my boss, yo. You see, before you see why one stand the way we stand for the whole thing, maybe many other people don't try, you know, go the way they would expect. Might tell you something. Might tell you something. Two kind of people they exist for our community. People the way they want to do things and then they want result now, and people the way they do things and they know so, okay, in 20, 30, 40, 50 years, result will come. Like we don't always talk, right? All them be correct. All them be correct. But we're only challenged now. If so, are you telling me if they say me they put your head for board today, they chop them, and then we'll get way to one time? And no more, just be patient. We'll get way to one time, but in 30 years, but they know kingdom. Which one you go choose them? You understand? Me, I'm not a group of people who feel like we can sacrifice everything or go the negative or aggressive route and then get the result we want and right away. No. I'm part of the group that feels like we can actually be patient, be tolerant, work in a very, very smart way, and we'll still get the result we want and with time without hurting any person. And I feel better to say any result where you work diligently, forget them. It's difficult for that result to destroy, to just go away like that. Any result where you take your time, I never tell people the way I build. So many people they used to look at me feel like, oh, Toridey will be one of the biggest platform there now. Oh, Toridey will get millions of views, millions of followers, millions. I say, yeah. But guess what? We'll get to that place. And we'll get to that place. We will live longer than any other person we become after we don't start getting millions of views and blah, 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 blah. You understand? People in the way they want to do things, they want to get result. So me, I'm not of that school of thought. I'm the group of people who feel like invest your time, work diligently, work and with time, you'll get a result where it will last longer than you ever expect. So yeah, I understand what you're talking about, but when you do one bill, you do break some people, you do hurt some people, then you do not really a good thing. Wow. My boss Vivian. Thanks for watching. Thank you guys very, very much. My living was on one song. I just so not gonna like her. Hey, wow. Johnny gotta make do. Johnny no lang, Johnny family get ready way too. Wow. My brother no sleep. My brother and sister no sleep. Hey, we start time for Kumba. Enter for Boya Udena Nadul. What's the man go do? If the bullet no there. What's the soldier go do? So before you chop, you get for work. All a day Udena Bolo. Man
the dream, still the picture, all kind of images, even when they know the show.
Si tu t'habilles dans bombe,
Va d'ailleurs,
cherche le gombo,
et j'étais
le nouveau, tu me know.
donne le micro.
Only drip for my skin, what a picking, your story the sweet like a film. We don't reach for that part of the story where I'm on the green, born great and it's evident. A pin of flag come a resident. Tell the world Johnny just come, and he rich like some wise man. Tell a piro say the bolei, but still not they know me bawi.
Et qu'on a fait derrière, faut c'est qu'à oui.
But the Johnny one,
Talk, they go bolei.
yet where Mike must talk for that place with that music. Tell the world Johnny just come and he rich like some wise man. If you not ring bell inside your head, think I'm again. Whatever you're doing, the one thing where you get to understand and say you need even your enemies forget to say where you get for go. Now the one thing that I don't understand about life, and I don't learn for make peace the way I feel make peace, learn for casually them the way I feel casually them get with you at one time and move. I will leave una with this, or I will leave us with this. How many millionaires? How many millionaires in France CFA? How many billionaires in France CFA will get them for Cameroon? How many billionaires will get them for Cameroon in dollars will get them for Cameroon? How many Cameroonians will get them when are billionaires? I mean in dollars. But if you want to look and find, we'll get Nigerians when are billionaires. We want to look and find, we'll get Dangote, we don't invest for Cameroon. We want to look and find, we want me Oprah invest for Cameroon. We want me. We'll get brothers and sisters. Look at what used to happen in South Africa, the xenophobia already happened for this. Look at, just imagine, say, so they be all your brother for America, they're going to go back for Cameroon because say, they don't belong here. Will it be fair? No. So like at the talk, every country, every community get that 80-20 mentality. But the only two way they don't do it differently way we never do and I say they do them, they don't package them in a very smart way. They get the way they talk them, they get the way they act them, they get the way they push them. You understand? And that's why they succeed quietly. May we just go back, we revise the whole 80-20 idea, we package them better, and we sell them to the world. That is more to it that we get them for today. Man, I think this was beautiful. For me, this was beautiful. Thank you very, very much. May we continue for share. May we continue. God, so person don't just text me something. We'll continue for share. We'll continue for support the community. Boss Agbogibet, we'll talk about that black book. I just beg you. That black book palava. We'll talk about that black book na different day. But this was a beautiful conversation. 2 hours felt like 20 minutes. And thank you guys for everything you've been doing. Continue to do what you're doing. Like I said, it's a community we are building. Manga for doing small, and we'll get to where we want to be. What else I want to do? I think we are done, man. This was beautiful.